Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now, I couldn't even last a week without a motorcycle in the garage. It was driving me absolutely nuts. So of course, I've decided I'm going to get a replacement. Now, being typical 11 out of 10 style, I found the perfect bike for the perfect price, but it's ridiculously far away. So of course, we need to go on a road trip. Let's get on with it. Cue the intro. Right, we have 230 miles to go to collect the new Channel motorcycle, the new Steed, the new Stallion. So I thought we'd have a little bit of fun as part of the road trip to go and get it. So what I want you to do is stick in the comments now what bike you think I've bought, your initial thoughts. Then I'll drop hints as we're going along, and then you can change your answer. But you need to be honest and say, it's not the bike I thought it was, so now I think it's this. And then hopefully you'll get it before we get there, but there'll be a big reveal at the end. So 230 miles right down somewhere in Devon is where I need to go now. Whew, let's get on the road. Well, I've just remembered I've forgotten something extremely important. I need someone to collect my coffees when I'm on the road. Someone to physically go out, order it, collect it and bring it back to me. I better pick up a peasant. Dude!
Morning, mate.
How you doing?
All right, you?
Now, I need you to do me a favour.
What's that?
Well, obviously you're prepared to come on a road trip.
Yeah.
And then collect my coffees.
I'm not collecting any coffees.
Yeah, well,
that's not the deal. That's not why I'm coming.
Well, you're not coming to collect the coffees?
No, collect your own coffees.
How about this? I will get you food from the Golden Arches.
Yeah, order coffee while you're there, and then we're sorted, aren't we?
Right, what we're doing, we're playing a game on the way, and we're going to rule out things so people can guess and put it in the comments. So I'm going to let you go first.
Yeah.
Rule something out.
Rule something out. It's not a Vespa, unfortunately.
That's a good one. It's not a Vespa. Do you reckon many people would have put Vespa?
I don't know. It could have been an option.
It might have been there, yeah. Well, we'll find out when we look back through the comments. Anyway, we've got 230 miles, actually 239 miles to go.
Oh, God.
I know. Let's go. So the next bike that it's not a Honda monkey bike.
But we are going to give you a clue as to what it is. So I'm going to drop a hint and see if you can guess from this hint what it is. The nickname for this bike could be Toto.
Why Toto?
Why Toto indeed, Alan? Can you guess why we might call it Toto?
Whoa.
Ooh. So we're going to give you another what it's not. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to rule out a whole load of bikes. So what it's not is it's definitely not any sort of small capacity bike of any sort, and it's not a small capacity Honda. We're thinking big at the minute, we're thinking big. Okay? Can you think of anything? Drop it in the comments, see what your thoughts are, keep guessing.
I see miserable people doing things they hate just to fit in. I know it's easier to get along peacefully, but have you ever thought about you?
Well, it's 8:30 in the morning now and we've hacked down an incredible amount of miles. We've got 81 miles left to go. So it's that time where I'm quite hungry and I need a wee. So we're going to go for a bit of muff, the big golden arches, for a bit of breakfast. But I want to say it's going to be interesting reading these comments, because obviously right now I can already see the list of bikes that people are going to put down there. I reckon I'm going to surprise you. That's what I reckon. Anyway, time to go for a bit of muff before we have to get back on the road. Are you going for sausage and egg or bacon and egg?
Both.
Well, not because I'm paying, you're having one.
I might order one myself.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. Right, let's get out. Let's go for a wee. You're going to hold my hand?
Not while you go for a wee, no.
That's what people do then. They go toilet together and they hold hands and...
That might be in the toilets you go to, mate, but not...
You go, squeeze!
I'm not going with you.
Oh, this is disappointing. Well, after a nice bit of muff, it's healthy food again, so I feel good. Do you feel good?
I feel much better now, yeah.
Good, yeah, I do. I could have had another one though, to be fair. But first thing I just want to turn around and say is I've recently started one of these buy me a coffee on the app side of things. There's a link down below, but just want to say thank you. Already 2 people have bought me a coffee, so basically you've just paid for our coffees, so I really appreciate that. And also I'm going to drop another hint, and hopefully this will probably make some people smile, but I massively miss my Harley, but I have not bought another Harley, so that's off of the list. So sorry for anybody that got that wrong. Right, we've got 81 miles to go now and then we'll be there, so let's get some more miles underway, then I'll drop a bombshell of what it's not next.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride.
So we're about an hour away now, and we're going to give you some more what it's not. So what it's not is, it's not a Suzuki V-Strom, and it's also not a Yamaha Tenere. So you know what sort of lines we're going down now. Can you guess what it is? Put your comments in, have a guess, see what you think it is. Let us know.
Well, we are literally a few miles away now from the big reveal. So I'm going to drop the bombshell. The bike that it's not the biggest selling adventure bike. It is not the BMW GS.
Isn't it?
It's not, no.
Isn't it?
Did you think we were getting a GS?
I thought we were going to GS.
No, it's not a GS.
Oh, God.
I told you I'm buying's good, amazing.
I'm getting out, I'm going home.
Good, could you smell? Right, it's not the GS. This is your last chance in the comment to put it in. But ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Let me show you the new channel bike. Well, that is right. I have myself a Honda Africa Twin, 1000L, the CRF, and do you know what? I can't wait to go for a ride. So all I'm going to do now is go for a very quick spin. Now I've not brought everything with me because of course we have collected it in the Monkey Cycle camper van Mark III, but I'm going to have a little ride, just a little ride. Only one camera unfortunately, but do you know what, let's have a little blast. But we have got an awesome machine. Now we are of course going to be putting this through a lot over probably the next 12 months. It's mostly been bought for a bit of a pack horse to be able to sort of lug me around to do all things like the patron and channel members meet and all the other commitments I've got here in the UK. I needed something that's big, that can handle taking all of my kit and myself to all the different places. The Africa Twin, and why you may ask is because it can do everything, on-road, off-road. And this one is the DCT, so it's the dual clutch technology. Basically means it's like an auto for a twist and go. That means I can do more filming, being able to hold out the 360 and all that kind of stuff as well. So I've never ever ridden a DCT before, so it's going to be quite interesting. But we've got an Africa Twin, so let's get on the road. Well, here we go. My first little very quick spin, because what we did was we did collect it, put it in the van, and then come back the 230 miles, and I've just gone down the road just to unload it to capture that shot. So this is it. I'm a little bit nervous because I've never ridden a DCT, let alone it's going to be a lot easier. My feet are tiptoeing, but it actually feels really light, a lot lighter than I thought. Here we go. And it sounds nice. It does sound nice. Now I'll be completely honest, let's stick it into D and then into sport. I'm not messing around in any slow speeds. Right, everything's where it should be. Let's go. Oh, it feels really light and nimble. Really light and nimble, I've got to say. Now I'm going to be completely honest here, I was looking for a GS because I really want to itch the GS scratch, especially after I've had a GS many years ago and it knocked my confidence back then, and I don't think it would anymore. And indicators are there. No clutch, Alan, no clutch. Get used to the old tiptoes again. Yeah, so I very much was looking for a GS. I was not looking for an Africa Twin, but they were slightly on the back of my mind. And what it all came down to in the end was price. Big time to do with price, because obviously these are a little bit cheaper, and also this DCT automatic for the way I film, and I just thought it's going to be a lot easier for me to do a lot more of my cinematic footage. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Can't believe how light it feels. I am generally shocked how light this bike feels. Right, let's see what she's like. She opens up nicely. Oh, there is ample power. Ample power. I'm not going to go mad. I am going to take my time to get used to it. I am going to put it through some unbelievable paces. I'm thinking some big off-roading. Let's see if an Africa Twin can do what an Africa Twin does. Now the one thing I will say is, and this is going to be really annoying, I'm not going to get to ride this bike after this date for probably around at least probably a month or maybe longer on the channel. And the reason why is I fly out to do leg 2 of my World Adventure on Thursday. So I've literally back at work now until the night before I leave, then I'm off on my World Adventure. So this is unfortunately not going to get much of an outing before then. What I'm a little bit gutted about, because right now what I want to do is chuck some stuff in the panniers, because it has got panniers with it, and I want to head off on an adventure and really get used to this bike and enjoy it. Oh, it's nice having a big CC bike again. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts and feeling on it. Is I want to get used to it properly and get some adventures done, but I can't do that until I get back from this trip. But I can tell you instantly from the positioning how lovely this is, because obviously it's a typical adventure bike position with the neutral down the legs, and the bars, for me these bars, I don't know if it's got bar rise on, no it doesn't look like it has, are in the perfect place, perfect bend, there's no overstretching. I am getting hit a little bit on the old wind blast, so potentially I might look at a touring screen, but also though it's about the right height for me that I could look over the touring screen if I decided to or not.
up on the pegs. No, that's actually knocking quite a lot of wind off, to be fair to it. It feels very strange not having that clutch. You keep reaching for that clutch, but beautiful. That won't take me long to get used to. So that is super slick and smooth. Now, it's had full service history, this bike, including the major service history where they've checked all of the clearance of the valves, etc., because it's done 36,000, so it was only 3,000 miles ago. It had a huge service done. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm very impressed. Now, of course, what I'll do is I will bring a proper ride out video on it as soon as I get a chance. As soon as I'm back in the UK, my editing's done of the world trip, and I've got my next proper ride out, it will be on this bad boy. But I'm going to leave it there. Ladies and gentlemen, the Helmet Head channel has another Honda, and of course the Africa Twin. Oh, I'm excited to get this bad boy on some badass adventures. It's going to be really good.